This person would vote for Trump or Biden?
I would say Biden, without a doubt.
Why?
Without a
The
doubt.
black vote is 90% for Biden, at least. And he looks very smart. That's why I would say.
Very smart.
So you said earlier that 90% of black people will vote for Biden. Merton, is that accurate?
No, they won't.
Is Trump a racist?
Yes, he is.
He's not a
I don't
racist.
know if that's actually accurate.
With Merton, he's a rapper, great guy, and he's voting for Trump. It's gonna be very interesting. And there's Merton. We'll see you guys in the next segment. I met you 6 months ago.
Yeah, about 6 months.
Where'd you grow up?
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Go to high school, college?
Yeah, I graduated from St. Augustine's University. College was alright. I graduated top of my class though.
Really?
Yeah.
And now you make music, huh?
Yeah, you know. There's a lot of politics with music though.
Music has a heavy influence in the culture. Do you think it's politically towards Trump or Biden?
Rap was being rocking with Trump. Trump honestly the only person that really fooled with the black community. He just don't like lazy people. And a lot of people are lazy.
Honestly, when Donald Trump became president, what year was that? 2016? I was entering high school around that time. So if I'm being honest, I don't know much about him. And it's not because, bro, when you're in high school, you're thinking about sports, you're thinking about who's winning the NBA championship. It really wasn't on my mind. So this is an opportunity for me to learn about him, see if he was a good president, a bad president, a good guy or a bad guy. Let's go.
And he a boss. They try to force this narrative on Trump a bad guy, bad guy, bad guy. If it's a bandwagon on to hate this person, people don't think for themselves no more.
I just wonder why the media is so focused on going against Trump. He's the only president we've had recently to actually want to help out the Americans, you know?
Right.
Like even like Atlanta, like where we're at right now, it's like the Democrats are the ones in control of this. Look at it compared to other cities, you know?
I think black people should vote more Republican. See, I've been voting for Trump. Like I've been rocking with Trump. I could went to an HBCU. I'd be like, I'm voting for Trump. They'd be like, seriously, why? I'm like, well, cause like he said, his daddy gave him a small loan of $1 million, and he turned that into billions. A lot of people want $1 million.
I'm not gonna lie, that is not a small loan. However, if you're able to flip $1 million into $1 billion, you have to know something that I don't know, because I don't even know the equivalent would be like if you have $100. Someone in the comments, let me know if someone has $100, what would be the equivalent of that flip. But anyways, you obviously are pretty good with business.
But they want to spend $1 million. They don't want to work. If he turned $1 million into billions, why wouldn't you want to follow that? That's a winner.
But America is the best country.
Everybody say we're the greatest.
What ideologies, doesn't everybody want closed border, a strong economy, money in their pocket?
They say they want it. A person may want this Range Rover in front of us.
Yeah, but then they don't put in the action and the work required to get it.
Right.
But they want it.
You could really wake up, think of an idea, and make your idea into a reality. North Korea, they already assigning what you're gonna be when you grow up.
Trump was the first president to go to North Korea, though. That was some boss shit.
People don't understand. Trump is an actual boss. He's a real person. Trump was coaching America to success. So why would we go the other way? They called me crazy, called me stupid for even rocking with them. And you see how I look. Like, I look like a I mean, when we're in school, people think they grades higher than mine. Like, I'm telling y'all, this is who y'all need to vote for. And like, had to dumb it down to them. This is a boss.
Okay.
We're about to go do this social experiment and see if people would guess that Merton would vote for Trump. It's going to be very interesting. Make sure if you guys haven't already, you're liking, you're retweeting, you're sharing this video. We're about to come with the heat throughout the year. So let's go ask some people what they think. Excuse me, ma'am. Who do you think this person would vote for? Trump or Biden?
Oh, sorry, I am not from here, so I have no clue. From Europe.
Europe?
So.
Who do you think this person would vote for? Are you a Biden supporter? With pink hat, probably, you know.
Oh, wow.
Biden. Who do you think this...
I didn't know. I had no idea people had this much disdain for conservatives or, Trump supporters. because I know a lot of Trump supporters aren't necessarily conservative, or not a lot of conservatives aren't necessarily Trump supporters. But the reason I said that is because he's just wearing a shirt that says conservative, and he's asking, who do you think this person voted for? And the way that couple kind of threw it, like the way that couple walked past him, it was almost as if he offended them.
This person would vote for Trump or Biden?
I would say Biden, without a doubt.
Why?
Without a doubt.
The black vote is 90% for Biden, at least. And he looks very smart. That's why I would say Biden.
Whoa.
Merton.
I mean, show me.
Very smart.
Merton.
How you doing, boss?
How you doing?
How you
Scott.
doing?
So Scott would think that you would vote for Biden.
Why you think that?
90% black vote goes to Biden. Trump is a disaster and does nothing for minorities or the poor or anything except for himself. And are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I support Trump.
Okay.
Because I feel like Trump is more of a real person, and I feel like he relates more to ordinary people. He's not a person being bought out. Like, whatever he says is genuinely how he feels.
Oh, I agree with that, but what he says is what drives me crazy.
I'd rather hear somebody say it, and I might not like it, and it's their truth, than to somebody that has been paid to say something.
That's
and
true.
They're not acting on how they really feel.
That's true.
What about Biden? You know, I believe what he says, and I compare Trump's presidency of 4 years. What did he do for you and me?
He created more jobs.
No, he didn't. Biden created 12 million jobs in the 2.5 years that he has been president.
Did he actually create more jobs? Let's look it up. Jobs Donald Trump created. Why aren't they telling me? Did I type something wrong? Why aren't they telling me how many jobs he created? Why is this so hard to find? Well, I'm sorry, everyone. Google. When I looked up the information, it's hard to find. I'll say that. Maybe if I look for another 10 minutes, but we don't have time. Let's get back.
You know that Trump created over 8 million, and the only reason Biden has created over 12 million is because people came back to work from COVID. So they've actually included those numbers.
Trump did not.
Under Trump White House, unemployment rate fell to a 50-year low, and more Americans were employed than ever before.
That's not true.
So are you telling me that the nationalarchives.gov is not true?
Look at your.
My source is the White House. My source is the government. Because I've noticed that
is lower than it's ever been in 50 years.
Is that due to inflation being so high that people need to work 2 or 3 jobs?
Inflation is way down. But, Trump caused the inflation.
How?
His mishandling of the COVID virus. All he did was a tax cut for the wealthy, and he didn't.
No, he actually did the platinum plan for Black Americans, and he put the most funding into HBCU, Black universities. That's 100% fact.
Not true.
That's 100% fact.
You said Biden.
That actually is true.
Right?
That is true.
You know that made everything else go up, right?
No. That's a fallacy. You look at the states that have the highest minimum wage, it doesn't make their cost go up.
You know, I grew up in California with the highest minimum wage. Gas prices over $7. The home I grew up in.
Gas prices in California.
Raising the minimum wage will make the cost go up. Whether or not you like or dislike Trump, that's just basic economics, because a lot of states have small businesses, and a lot of these small businesses quite simply are not able to pay the minimum wage. So if you make the minimum wage go up, let's say from, I don't know, $10 to $15 per hour, these businesses will have to raise their prices so that they can pay their employees. Not every state just has Walmarts and Targets and Costco's everywhere. It's not how life works. Anyways.
Yeah, but not just gas. The grocery prices are up over 75%. I grew up there. I had to move. The price of a home when I was growing up for a 3-bedroom house was $3,000 to $4,000 a month in rent. Now it's over $8,000.
What about all the crimes that Trump has committed?
What crimes?
He's been indicted 4 times.
For what?
He tried to steal the election from Biden.
No. Yes, he was.
He hasn't been found guilty. Well, you an American man. Now listen to what you're saying.
He's innocent until he's proven guilty.
See now what you're saying.
But you just said
I could go downtown right now and say you did such and such to me.
Well, if you said I did something to you, it'd be false. I haven't done anything to you.
So Trump can't have that same argument?
No, but you look at all the evidence that's on the record.
What evidence? Anything could be manufactured. Like right now, we having a conversation, right? It's a man with a camera right here.
Absolutely.
Now, I could push you right now, and you could defend yourself. But I got this man with the camera. He could chop it up to make it seem like you hit me first. And I could take that to court. And all you got to do is say, he's lying, he's lying. So, and I got this person right here and this person right here. All I got to do is have them to have my back. And he got the camera. Right. So why you think they wouldn't do that to Trump?
But that's not what happened to Trump. Trump has done everything publicly. Trump wants to be a dictator. Do you?
Okay. You know, I tried to go into this conversation not being biased, and I haven't been biased. But this guy right here, he's just being a jerk, if I'm being honest. He had... When the conversation first started, they were talking about who had the better presidency. I don't know who had the better presidency between Biden. Biden was the first president when I was in my adulting realm. Trump was high school for me. I don't know. But then he immediately switched to indictments. And that's kind of where he lost me. Maybe he'll switch back. Let's see.
You want a dictator?
He's not a dictator.
Well, he is a dictator.
He's not a dictator. He's not a dictator.
I'm sorry, but he used the DOJ. He weaponized it. Biden's never done that.
Can I ask you, is the DOJ not weaponized against Trump now with 4 indictments? Is the press not weaponized with 90% of the press against... Why?
Fox, Newsmax, and OAN, they're weaponized.
That's 3 networks compared to 90.
You see what his son, Hunter Biden, is doing, right?
All he did was a tax thing.
He's literally putting crack on the camera.
You mean coke?
No, crack. Coke is a different.
But you know, crack, coke, same thing.
See, I would agree with you, but it's not.
The penalties can be different.
And you know who signed the crack crime bill?
Yeah. Trump even gave felons the right to vote. People don't even know that. If another person was putting crack cocaine on the camera, showing it to the world, wouldn't you want them to be locked up?
I want them to be charged, yeah, if they've committed a crime, yeah.
Like, realistically, like if I did that, put crack cocaine on the camera, put a gun on my side, they'll be like, that boy, that nigga boy. Like, that's the truth. Yeah. We got to live in a reality.
Yeah, absolutely.
So why?
But okay, the crimes that Trump has been charged with, and 4 different jurisdictions, these aren't all biased prosecutors. We tried to steal the election before he still says it was stolen. Absolutely.
You can believe it's stolen? There's a lot of evidence.
If I wanted to see a man in power do the right thing, I would like to see Biden put Hunter in jail. Not trying to put nobody in jail.
It's not his job to put in jail.
Hey man, this conversation is getting pretty deep. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this, because this is getting good.
Doing that to Trump, you're contradicting yourself.
Because people that in Trump's administration say he would be a dictator. He would be the worst president.
Do you know what a dictator is?
I absolutely know what a dictator is. Look at Putin.
What about Hitler?
Hitler was a dictator.
And is Trump similar to Hitler?
He's similar to Mussolini.
Trump's never committed genocide. Like, your points make no sense. Trump's never killed anybody.
He did commit genocide the way he handled the COVID vaccine and everything.
What?
He made the vaccine.
No, he did not make the vaccine.
Operation Warp Speed.
Well, it was already been made for 10 or 15 years before.
So you said earlier that 90% of black people will vote for Biden.
90% of
Merton, is that accurate?
No, they won't.
Is Trump a racist?
Yes, he is.
He's not a racist.
How are you going to tell?
I will say this. What he said, he didn't say 90% of black people will vote for Biden. This is kind of a nerd. He said 90% of the black vote went to Biden. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's actually accurate. But that's what he said. Anyways, I hope he didn't say 90% of black people will vote for Biden, because if he said that... Anyways.
Tell the black person that he's not a racist when you're white, bro. How are you going to say that?
I personally don't feel like he's a racist. I'm a black person. I come from humble beginnings. In my section, they will call it the trenches. I really grew up with people outside shooting people for nothing. You look outside, you see people selling crack. Right. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's where I came from. Trump is the only person hanging out with black people.
Kanye West.
And he was with Snoop Dogg, and he was with 50 Cent, and he's best friends with Mike Tyson. Snoop Dogg just came out and said he's voting for Trump. And YG, the guy that made the Fuck Donald Trump song, just said that he wants him back. And Lil Pump just got a tattoo of Trump's mugshot.
They put this image out on Trump was a bad person. I'm pro-American. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, we all. I hope we all are. We want the best for the country.
I feel like that's one thing we can't agree on. You remember when Trump had blew up
Baghdadi?
He had blew him up.
The terrorist.
So
great thing he did.
We get into
that. It also caused a lot of problems in Iran.
He did it just like this though. He didn't send other people in there to die.
There was no new wars under Trump.
Yeah, that's the point that I'm saying.
And under Biden, there's been Russia versus Ukraine has broke out again. Israel, Palestine. Why
because Trump wants Russia to take over Ukraine.
But why didn't?
Bruh. Man, this conversation is getting deep. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I'm not getting into any of that other stuff, but I will say this about the racist thing. I haven't personally heard Donald Trump say or do anything racist. However, based off of what I viewed, I think a lot of society wants black people to view Donald Trump as a racist. And the reason I say that is because usually we're in 2024. You would hear something about, like, at this point, you would see or hear them do something. But I haven't. I genuinely haven't. And I'm not saying this to defend him. I'm saying this based off of my life. But every time I watch these videos, I hear the same narrative. Donald Trump he's a this, he's a that. And I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. I'm saying that I'm hearing people say he did something that I've never viewed him do. They can't show me he's done it. And if they can, send it to me. I'm not refuting it. I'm not refuting you. I'm just saying you haven't showed it to me. But anyways, if you like this video, comment down below. And I will see you in the next one.